There's been some criticism also of the White House, the flag placement with the pride flag violating the U.S. flag code. Did anybody notice that or fail to notice that, or was it an intentional statement? Can you just explain what happened with that?
So the administration was proud, again, to display the pride flag. It was a historic event at the White House. It's centered around the love and family, and I think that's important. And so, we're not going to let anyone distract us from that. What was the meaning of the day? What was the meaning of having families here and to celebrate a community? I'm certainly not going to get into protocols from here, or I'll leave that to others. And so, we're proud of this historic event that we were able to put together here on the South Lawn for our families. And so I'll leave it.
All right, guys. So we got to talk about Karine Jean-Pierre, okay? The White House propaganda secretary, who is dealing with some of the backlash that the White House is facing because they had a Pride event, and unsurprisingly, some hooligans showed up to the Pride event, and they went topless, okay? They started doing sexual things at a celebration of sexuality, right? Which, again, anybody with common sense in this country could have told you that this is the type of stuff that you see at these events, okay? And the White House moved to ban one of the influencers that went topless at the event, Rose Montoya. And if you guys have not seen this person's reaction to the backlash that they're getting, I'm going to show you guys a clip real quick. Take a look.
It has recently come to my attention that conservatives are trying to use the video of me topless at the White House to try to call the community groomers, etc. And I would just like to say that, first of all, going topless in Washington, D.C. is legal. And I fully support the movement in freeing the nipple, because why is my chest now deemed inappropriate or illegal when I show it off? However, before coming out as trans, it was not. All you're doing is affirming that I am a woman.
No, we're not. Okay, we're not affirming that you are a woman. And I want to make it clear, okay, because I don't think I made this clear enough in my last video. This person thinks that this is a gotcha, right? Because of their hypocrisy when they get treated like a woman, right? When they get treated the way they claim they want to be treated, they want to boohoo, whine, and cry about it because this person can't show their fake breasts on the White House lawn without backlash. However, what this person fails to understand is that telling you that you shouldn't show your fake breasts on the White House lawn is not us confirming or affirming that you are a woman. It's us telling you that it is inappropriate as a biological male to show your fake breast on the White House lawn, to show fake female body parts, okay? For example, this would be the equivalent of a biological male who does not claim to be trans putting on fake breasts, okay? Prosthetic breasts, putting them on, going to the White House event, and then pulling up their shirt and showing the fake breasts. That is inappropriate, okay? It's not us, again, treating you like that because we think you're a woman. No, we're treating you like that because, again, showing fake female body parts is inappropriate. Also, at that celebration at the White House, it will also be inappropriate for a man to take off his shirt and to show his breasts, okay? I know it's hot out there, but again, you're at a White House event. There's certain places where men should and should not be able to take off their shirts, right? Not a pool party. You're at the White House. I just want to clear that up, okay? Because this person thinks that that's actually affirming or society telling them, no, you're actually a woman. No, that's not what society's doing. Okay, I want to be clear here. That's not what people are doing here. So with that being said, because the White House was turned into essentially the 304 house, the mainstream liberal media actually asked Karine Jean-Pierre about what happened in this trans influencer. And I want you guys to listen to Karine Jean-Pierre's response. But before we get in that, I just got to let you guys know, if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you can check out my new merch. For example, my black edition of my signature racist mug, which is a reminder of the 2023 definition of racist according to the left, which is anybody who disagrees with the Democrat Party. It also has my logo on the back as well too. You can check that out at my website, gforemanbcp.com. get 20% off using discount code TEAMBCP.
On the exposure incident on the South Lawn, having received the statement that the White House believes that was inappropriate, disrespectful, is there going to be a greater effort in the future to communicate a code of conduct for White House guests?
Look, as you mentioned, the statement that we put out, you heard from us earlier today, the behavior was simply unacceptable. We've been very clear about that. It was unfair to the hundreds of attendees who were there to celebrate their families. So, we're going to continue to be clear on that. And that type of behavior is, as I said, unacceptable. It's not appropriate. It's disrespectful. And let's not, it really does not reflect the event that we hosted to celebrate the LGBTQ plus families. Again, hundreds of families who were here to celebrate their community and who were here in attendance. So, look, individuals in the video certainly will not be invited to future events, and this has not occurred before, right? This was not a normal thing that has happened under this administration, but we've been very clear about how we saw this particular behavior.
Yeah, so what I found to be hilarious about her response and the Biden White House response in general is that they're trying to cover for something that we know happens very often, right? You see how she keeps saying, well, this is not normal. This isn't normal. This doesn't usually happen. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. At Pride events, right, this does usually happen. That's why they felt so comfortable doing it, okay? It really blows my mind how the White House wants to act shocked that people who routinely disrespect themselves, okay, who have no respect for rules, regulation, anybody else in society, how the White House is so shocked that when you invite these people to the White House that they don't respect the White House, right? Of course, they're not going to respect the White House. They don't even respect themselves. And it's just funny watching Karine Jean-Pierre try to pretend like this is not the norm. No, this is the norm, okay? This is exactly what they do at these events. You decided to host one of these events, and lo and behold, it happened at your event, right? And guess what? They're going to call you a bigot. They're going to say you're hateful. They're going to say you're transphobic because of your response, because you came out and said that, right? So don't try to gaslight the American people into believing that, oh, this is not normal. This is not what you, no. It is normal. And your administration, the Biden administration, has endorsed this. This is what they believe in, right? Trans people can do whatever they want. Right? And they can do whatever they want. Okay. You guys have established that. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay. Including allowing biological males or boys to compete against biological females or girls in sports, in which Karine Jean-Pierre says that if you are a parent and you have safety concerns about your daughter competing against a transgender athlete, you're a dangerous person. Yes, that's what Karine Jean-Pierre is telling parents. Take a look.
I have my name right now. Good afternoon, Karine.
Okay, good afternoon.
Just hours ago, Senator Tuberville tweeted, quote, having biological males in women's sports is unsafe, unfair, and wrong. And earlier this year, 72 elite female athletes signed an open letter saying forcing female athletes to compete against biological males is not only unfair, it is discriminatory and illegal. So in the light of this administration's proposed changes to Title IX, does the White House worry about the physical safety of females directly competing against males in sports?
So look, this is a complicated issue. It is. And there are a wide range of views as you just laid out. The Department of Education proposed a rule that gives schools the flexibility to establish their own athletic policies while establishing guardrails to prevent discrimination against transgender kids. And so I also want to make clear that this is a proposed rule, and members of the public have the ability to provide comment as part of the rulemaking process. And so any additional questions that you may have of this proposed rule, certainly I would refer you to the Department of Education, but we do understand this is a complicated issue.
What would the president say to parents out there who have daughters, let's say in high school, for example, who are worried that their daughter may have to compete against a male, a person born male, and there could be directly in physical athletic competition and worry about their daughter's safety?
So look, what you're alluding to is basically saying that transgender kids are dangerous. It sounds like that's what you're saying. Well, you're saying that their safety is at risk. Yeah, but you're laying out a broad example or explanation of what could potentially happen. A broad example explanation. That is dangerous. That is a dangerous thing to say. That essentially transgender kids we're talking about are dangerous. And so that's something that I have to call out, and that is irresponsible. I had just laid out how complicated this issue is. I had just laid out why it's complicated. And so anything that you have any additional questions, I refer you to the Department of Education. I'm going to move on. I know there are other people. Go ahead, Tam.
Yeah, so that answer right there from Karine Jean-Pierre really annoyed me. Okay, and the reason why it annoyed me is because this is exactly what the Democrats do every single time you ask a legitimate question about the extremism of their policies. They know they're extreme, right? However, they don't want anybody questioning the extremeness of their policies. So therefore, they call you a dangerous person simply for questioning them. Because that's what she said. She said parents that believe that their children or their daughters could be in danger, okay, from competing against transgender athletes in sports, that's dangerous, right? That is dangerous. They're dangerous because implying that trans kids can be dangerous is dangerous to trans kids. And see, they do that because they want you to back down, right? They want you to back down from alluding to this idea that trans kids are inherently dangerous. Well, I'm not going to back down because ultimately, at the end of the day, a biological boy competing against a biological girl in sports is dangerous, right? That's just a fact. That is more dangerous than a biological girl competing against a biological girl. Now, if the facts lead you to conclude that trans kids are dangerous, then that's the conclusion that you reached, okay? I didn't reach that conclusion. You reached that conclusion, okay? Because these are the facts, right? I mean, we've seen this stuff happen. This is a clip of Peyton McNabb, a girl from North Carolina. You've all seen it before. She got concussed because she was forced to compete against a biological boy in volleyball who spiked her in the face, sent her to the hospital. And this is what she had to say about it.
A high school volleyball game by a transgender athlete on the opposing team. I suffered from a concussion and neck injury that to this day I'm still recovering from. Other injuries I still suffer from today include impaired vision, partial paralysis on my right side, constant headaches, as well as anxiety and depression. I was unable to play the rest of my last volleyball season, and although I am currently playing softball, I am not able to perform as well as I know I have in the past because of the injury. My ability to learn, retain, comprehend has also been impaired, and I require accommodations at school for testing because of this. I could go on and on about how this incident has affected my life, but I'm not here for that, because I'm not here for me. Because for me, I know that my time playing is coming to an end. I'm here for every biological female athlete behind me.
This young woman basically had her volleyball career ended. I believe she might be a senior, okay, in high school. So now her career is over. Okay, she's trying to salvage the rest of her athletic career that has been robbed from her by playing softball. And she may be permanently injured because she was forced to play against a biological male in the name of diversity and inclusion, right? But Karine Jean-Pierre is more worried about, oh, it's dangerous to say that trans kids are dangerous, right? She's more worried about the danger of words than she are from the actual danger, okay, and the injuries that have happened, that do happen, because you're allowing biological boys to compete against biological girls. It's amazing how much of a clown show this administration is. This is why they deserve what happened to them on the White House lawn. They deserve it because this is what they signed up for. They have coddled these people to no end, okay? They have capitulated to all of their demands. Anything they want, they get it, okay? And again, this is the result. So, like I said, man, Biden administration, once again, showing you who they care about, who they don't care about. They don't care about your daughter. They don't care about her safety in sports. All they care about is a very, 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 but loud, small minority of people who they want to vote for them, right? And they guilt trip idiots into going along with this, even if they're not LGBTQ, by saying that you're a bigot, you're a homophobe, you're this, you're that, if you don't agree with us, right? You're dangerous if you don't agree with Democrats. It's incredible, man. It's sad that we have people in this country that know this stuff is wrong, but they don't speak out against it. They don't stand up to the Democrat Party and their radicalism because they're afraid of being labeled as some type of phobe or some ist. They're afraid of the labels of the Democrat Party. It's crazy, man. It really is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.